Why? Why does he keep kicking me in the dick? What is up, everyone? Thank you for joining us once again on the Dstar01 channel. I'm your host, Dexter Arafiles, and today we'll be looking at the SH Figuarts Metal Cooler, and this was a P-Bandai exclusive. So if you're looking to pick him up, unfortunately he won't be at www.dstartoys.com, your reliable source for awesome action figures and not exclusives, unfortunately. I do have an extra one. I'm thinking about just keeping it and maybe even making a second cooler and getting another one maybe down the line so I can have a metal cooler army, but man, this is probably why this is the biggest negative of this figure. He is really expensive right off the bat. He's, I believe, $130. Holy smokes. That is a lot of money for one figure. So yeah, that is the biggest negative, I think. But if you can afford him, I think this is easily one of my favorite figures of the year of the SH Figuarts line. Wow, I know that's a lot to say. I've pretty much reviewed and seen all the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball figures, and I really like this one, and I'm really happy when I opened him up and I was like, whoa, he is much shinier than I thought. I bet you can even see my reflection in his metallic paint, and he's just really cool. So let's just jump right into paint and detail, and then afterwards we'll go into articulation and scale and accessories. Let me just say one thing. He is so shiny that you honestly have to look really hard to find his eyes and anything else. This gloss paint is absolutely brilliant. This is something that I just love. As you can see, I'm going to bring him out. Here is my metal chrome purple Beast Gohan. I did that myself, and of course I did this in a video. I have my also chrome Goku Ultra Instinct. So yeah, I love my things shiny metal, and don't forget my Desert Eagles. So this guy definitely is my type of action figure. Just look at this. I'm just going to give you a second as I rotate him. You can see all my studio lights are reflecting off him. In fact, you could probably even see, hello, hi. Let me see. There it is. There's my hand reflecting off this dude. And to my surprise, he's very slippery. I thought he would not be this slippery, and he is very slippery when I took him out of the box. As I started to handle him, he's not so slippery, and I think there's something on it. I don't want to say it's an oil because it's not coming off on my fingers, but yeah, he's super slick, and that actually is protecting him, sorry, from fingerprints. So usually when something is this shiny, it is a fingerprint magnet. So I'm going to take my thumb here, and it's almost like it doesn't want to stay. It doesn't really attract fingerprints, and this finish is absolutely incredible, and I just want to know, how did they do this? This is an all-plastic figure. This is not die-cast or anything like that. This is all plastic, and yet he looks so metallic and so shiny. And I absolutely love this figure. And I think he should not have been an exclusive. This should have been available to everyone. Of course, at a much better price point. But hey, you know what? Bandai does what Bandai does. So yeah, absolutely love this paint and detail. Just look at this. His tail. Everything, like even the parts that aren't like a glossy chrome in his bicep and in his chest area. Here, let me point this out to you. And even in his chest area, even though these aren't chrome, it's still a really nice dull chrome, which is really cool. And you can see even in the joints, it's kind of like a pearl color, which really blends really well. And last thing I gotta say, he is a version 3. He has version 3 leg joints. Look at this. Isn't that cool? Wow. I think this thing is fantastic. Let's talk about articulation and scale. Let's see how tall this guy is standing, and then we're going to compare him to other action figures. He's standing at 5.5 inches tall. We got to put him next to his not so cool brother, Frieza. And whew, tiny. Look at this Frieza. Look at this cooler. Very tiny. Let's look at Dragon Star's cooler from the first movie. And we also have Beast Gohan, which let's move Frieza aside. With the chrome purple. UI Goku. Regular Goku, or Super Saiyan Goku. Let's move Gohan aside. So that's how he stands. And we'll move these two aside. And this is the SH Figuarts cooler. Ginormous cooler. And that's how they stand together. And of course, Mr. I kicked you right in the private parts, Vegeta. Well, let's see how he stands with Vegeta. And that's how they stand together. So, yeah, I absolutely like this. This is really cool. And also, I think one of the reasons why I'm really biased towards this figure is because the Return of Cooler is the second Dragon Ball Z movie I've ever seen in my life. I was 16 years old when it came out. And I saw it undubbed, unsubbed, and we watched it for my birthday, and all my friends were sitting around, we're watching this, and this is so cool. And yeah, I didn't even know who Cooler, we didn't even see the first Cooler movie. So yeah, this was a really nice introduction to Dragon Ball Z. Anyway, let's talk about articulation. I have an up and down here at the ankle. So if you're wondering if his toes are articulated, no, they're not, unfortunately. But you do get an extra pair of feet, which I'll show you in a bit. We have a double jointed knee. We have version 3 leg joints. Awesome side kick. Awesome front kick. Look at that. Really cool. Ab crunch. Really nice. It looks, well, not so much. And the reason for that is his ab right here, or his abdomen metal plate thingy, it goes into his chest plate. So let's look at that. I know it's really hard to see because he's so shiny. I got so many lights on him. So it goes into there, and that's as far as we're going to go on that ab crunch. But if you look here, you can actually rotate this pretty well, I'd have to say. That's not a big deal for me. You got to keep the metal aesthetic. Anyway, we do have some sort of pull-out butterfly joint. This is definitely a butterfly joint, as you can see here. This is his shoulder joint, and then there's his other shoulder joint right there. But unfortunately, it doesn't really move that much, but we can still get a decent amount of range of motion. In fact, we can even get cross arms. Look at that. We can cross his arms, which looks really cool. We have a bicep swivel and a double jointed elbow right there. Ball and peg here at the wrist. And don't forget 2 articulation points right here at the neck. One thing I also have to say, look at this tail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, lots of articulation because of the tail, because of everything like that. They fit it all in a nice metal package. Lots of articulation. So, can he even do a superhero landing pose? Let's see if he can. Let's see if he can master it. And for the most part, yes, he can. Look at this. This is pretty cool. So we activated most of the joints right there. Can he look up, though? No, he cannot, unfortunately. But almost. I'd have to give this a 95% superhero landing pose. Let's get some more poses in here. We got a front kick right here, side kick right there. Sure, you can test right here. Lots of articulation. Very, very nice. Oh yeah, one more thing I want to show you is that this is something I hope they do in the future. This is a very interesting way to do a removable head, and this is much easier. So this is kind of like a tension joint is what I'm going to call it. So when you put this in, this actually puts a little bit of tension right there, and it snaps right in very easily, and then it locks itself in. You'd think it would be hard to pull out, but look at that. Not really, and it's actually very durable, and it stays on. That is really cool. I really wish they put that in more of the SH Figuarts joints. That's pretty neat. So, yeah, it makes his heads super easy to remove. And speaking of heads, let's go to the top cam and let's look at accessories. Look at this box, by the way. Really cool. gray, silver. Even got like a chrome backing right there. Man, everything's like super shiny on this guy. They really went all out with this guy. So you do get the Dstar transformation type thing arm and shoulder pad. You do get the rock grip feet, which unfortunately you do not get a rock, which is weird that they give him the feet, but you don't get the rock, whatever. And you get 3 extra faces and 2, 4, 6, 8 extra hands, which we will look at the end of the video. Let's do some face swaps here. So let's dive right into that face. So there you can finally see his eyes, because he's just so shiny you can't really look at his face. Jeez. Mr. Metal Man. T1000 all up in here. So there is a grinning face right there. Pretty cool. And again, there's like some sort of slick oil on there. I can feel it. But anyway, there is his yelling face right there. Hold on, let's pop that in there. That's better. Yelling face right there. And there's his smirking face right there. Pretty cool. Let's look at the arm. So here's one thing that I think is a slight negative. This is not articulated. Unfortunately, it is one solid arm. So you cannot articulate, but it's still really detailed, as you can see right here. It looks really cool. And of course, the shoulder pad. So I'm going to show you how to remove it, and it's actually super easy. You would think, oh man, in the past we got like really tight arm joints. Not with this guy. Look how easy that was, and it actually does not come off easy like trunks or anything like that. It's like they did super good quality control on this dude. Anyway, at least on mine. Super easy to remove. Very sturdy when it gets on, and then you just remove this. This is just a ball joint right there, and this comes right off. So, and then you take this one, the Dstar arm, and then put this in like so. So there you have it. That's how he looks like. And I don't really want to put on both of these because he gets unbalanced. You need a rock. Unfortunately, you don't get one. But that's pretty much how it looks like. I think I put the wrong one on. Sorry. Here you go. And that's how it looks like. You don't get a rock. So he can't really stand. Well, I guess he can because the tail balances him. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. You know what? We're just going to keep that like that. And now we can come up with a conclusion of the SH Figuarts Metal Cooler. All right, let's come up with the conclusion of the SH Figuarts Metal Cooler. Is this one of my favorite figures? Yeah, I have to say. Easily, for me, I'm just going to say it, 10 out of 10 for me. I love it. It's cool. It's it's metallic. It's chrome. It's slick. It resists my fingerprints that I didn't think it was going to do that. I like chrome things. I love the Return of Cooler movie. Like I said, second movie I've ever seen in the Dragon Ball Z universe when I was a kid, teenager. I have a lot of memories of loving that movie, watching it all with my friends. And we didn't even understand it because there was no subtitles or it wasn't even dubbed yet. So, but here's the biggest negative. He is so expensive. My goodness. Why did they charge so much for this figure? He just looks so cool, though. Man, he is one cool cooler. But unfortunately, you're going to have to pay top dollar for this guy, especially if you did not buy him right away on P-Bandai. Now the aftermarket, who knows? I don't even want to look. Don't even bother looking. Maybe he's 103. I don't know. Maybe he's 200. Who knows? All I know is that this figure was over $100. Unfortunately, he was not under $100. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Do not forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're always in the know when I post new videos. And last but not least, go to www.dstartoys.com, a reliable source for awesome action figures. Unfortunately, I don't have this guy. Maybe in the future. I do have a second one. I'm considering selling my extra exclusive sometime in the future. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure on that one. I do like to keep these. I mean, I am a collector. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Hey you! Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Where? Right here. Not there, right here. You. And thanks for watching. So, rate, comment, and subscribe. Right here, right there, right here. Yeah.